Hi there, friend, and welcome to my channel. I heard a rumor that you want curly hair. Is that true? If you're anything like me, you were born with hair that is totally completely straight without a trace of curl. So today I'm going to share the secret tutorial that I use to get curls on my fine, straight, long hair. I'm actually not sure who created this first because it certainly wasn't me, and the person that I got it from deleted it, but hopefully this can serve as a guideline for someone who also has untreated, very fine, very straight, long hair like mine. By the way, hi, my name is Marissa, welcome to my channel, and if you like hair videos, for goodness sakes, do not follow me. But if you like minimalism videos, please follow me, okay? We're gonna go wash this hair, let's do it. Alright, now that your hair is washed nice and clean, it should be wet, duh. So we're gonna towel it off really quick and do a Little Mermaid hair flip, and it will be dry in just a second. Okay, I think realistically we know hair doesn't dry this fast, so either you can let your hair air dry to the point where it's just barely damp, or you could use a hair dryer. I prefer to try to use as little heat and products on my hair as possible, so wait until it's almost dry. It needs to be just a touch damp, and then brush it out like this. Now, getting super close to the camera, uncomfortably close, I'm gonna take the natural part that I always use down this kind of side, and I'm gonna take it all the way to the back and separate my hair into two lobes. I'm gonna use a hair tie on one side to keep it in place, so let's wrap it up here. Now what we're going to do is take the other side that is still loose, and we are going to take a terry cloth bathrobe tie like this one. You don't want to use a linen because it's not as absorbent, and the terry cloth will really help it keep plump and absorb the moisture overnight, and it's very comfortable. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay it across the top of our scalp, and we're going to take a front piece right here. Now you need to be really careful with this front piece because this can kind of go wrong easily. So try to keep it as straight as you can here, and what we're going to do is we're going to cross it over the top of the terry cloth. Do you see how I'm doing that? Now this next step is where we start grabbing smaller pieces of the hair from underneath, adding them to the bigger piece and wrapping it over the top of the terry cloth. Grab a small piece, wrap it around the top, making sure you get any fine stringies in there as well, and just keep repeating down. Grab a smaller piece from the scalp, add it to the big chunk, and wrap it over and around. Just keep repeating this all the way down. You're going to get kind of a spiral effect going down the side of your head. I like to alternate between grabbing from the back and grabbing from the front because I use smaller chunks at a time. My hair is very resistant to curl, and so I have to use smaller sections to get any amount of curl whatsoever. Bigger sections will give you more volume, and smaller sections will give you a slightly tighter curl. Now, if your hair is very resistant to curling like mine is, you might want to go a little bit smaller and tighter. Continue to do that until you get all of the hair wrapped up and around and reach the bottom of your neck. Now that we've reached the very bottom and we've only got loose hair instead of scalp hair, what we're going to do is we're just going to take this loose hair and wrap it around like a spiral straight down the terry cloth. I'm not sure if this is how other people do it, but this has been very effective for me. You just take it and wrap it. If your hair is a little bit too dry down at the bottom at this point, what you can do is you can wet your hands and get a little bit of moisture, just a tiny little bit of moisture to make it stay together, especially if you have a lot of, what do you call them, flyaways like I do. This can really help. So I'm just wetting my fingers a tad bit to kind of smooth the ends out here, and then I'm wrapping these last tiny little bits around the bottom so that they aren't flat and straight when I unravel my hair. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the terry cloth and I'm going to roll it back on the curls that I've just curled and spiraled, and I'm going to use the terry cloth to kind of wrap around and secure that all in place. I love this method. It doesn't let anything out, unlike other methods that I've tried in the past. It really helps keep all of the curls in place, and it's really comfortable to sleep in. Surprisingly, the most comfortable overnight curl sleeping method I've ever tried. Now that you've got your hair in these cute little thingamummies on the side, take a band and just use it to wrap gently around there. I don't know why I'm wincing so much. It didn't hurt at all. That's my concentrating face, I guess. And just twice around is enough for me. My hair isn't that thick, obviously. Make sure that you've got all the ends nicely secured, and now you're ready to move on to the other side. And just like the other side, we're gonna make sure that first piece is really nice and straight, and we're gonna go over the top, around, and grab something from underneath, and we're just going to keep going over and grabbing a piece and wrapping that all over, making sure to get the front and the back as evenly as we possibly can, and continue that all the way to the bottom. At the bottom, spiral it around just like I taught you before, wet it if you need to, wrap it up with the terry cloth, and then secure it again with a rubber band. Now inspect your results. Don't feel blue if it doesn't look exactly like mine. And now it's time to go to sleep. You can sleep on your back, you can sleep on your side, and rest comfortably. Rise and shine. It's time to take out these curls. So we're just gonna start by unwrapping the band and then gently unwinding the curls. I found that it's good to not pull it out too fast because unfortunately it can get a bit tangled. My husband was talking to me through the door as I did this, and I was like, leave me alone, I'm recording a video, dang it. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side and just unwind it gently, and then after we get it all unwound, we're gonna shake it out a bit, however you like to do it. I like to flip it over and then just use my fingers to kind of run through gently and not try to comb out the curls, but maybe loosen them a bit. Here it is from the back. You can see how it took it throughout my hair. Honestly, these are the most even overnight curls that I've ever gotten. Here is better lighting. And why don't we just stop for a second and let me review this on several different levels. First of all, let's rate this overnight curls method on ease of use. So I would give this a 4 out of 5 rating for ease of use. It's very easy to do. I have been using this method to actually do a side braid down my hair for a long time, and therefore it was very easy for me to transition into using a bathrobe to make these overnight curls. However, it might take a little bit of learning and you might have to watch this tutorial once or twice to get it yourself, but 4 out of 5 stars. The next area that I want to rate these overnight heatless curls is comfort for sleep, and hands down these overnight heatless curls are the most comfortable way that I have ever used to curl my hair. I've used tons of different methods since I was a kid. I've slept in those pink rollers, I've tried the hairpin braids, all sorts of things, and these are definitely the most comfortable. Like I said, I'm not a beauty guru, I'm a minimalist mom, and I am taking into consideration, are these zero waste and minimalist friendly? And I would consider this a very good minimalist friendly and zero waste hair tutorial, because all you need is a bathrobe. Almost everyone, I think, owns a bathrobe, and you don't need any hair products or special things to create these curls. They don't take up a lot of space, and so I'm also giving this 5 out of 5 stars. And the final point that I want to review these overnight heatless curls on, is it quick to do? Because let's face it, as a mom, you have almost no time to do your hair. At least I don't. And I really appreciate that I can very quickly put this in my hair in the evening, go to bed, wake up, just unroll it, and it's done. So again, let's go ahead and give this 4 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna do this one more time because it's just so much darn fun. Anyway, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.